Hi, my name is Quintero. I'm a student from second year in Zamorano. I'm from Honduras. And today we're going to talk about a topic that is very important for us as students and for many other graduates or people that are next to graduate. And this topic is about does your school prepare you correctly for work, or do they prepare you for work? And this is an important topic because the real life starts when we go out there, when we finish our studies, achieve all our goals here, pass our classes, get your title as a professional, and you start out there in the real life, the real scenes, the real stages that life has. And are we prepared correctly is the question. How do we know that? Or how can we prepare correctly? Or are we really prepared for that? Well, that's something that we're going to try to talk about and think about it. So, how do you get prepared for work? Or how do you prepare for work? Well, that's an important thing. Or are you prepared enough to go to work? Because going to work means a lot of responsibilities. When you're out there, you have a responsibility about being at certain time, doing certain things, doing something that you have to do, receiving orders from your boss, and maybe inclusive working with a group of persons, and that may be a little bit hard for some of the people. So this topic is an important issue because many people think about it. I think about, when I graduate, am I really ready for work? Am I prepared? Can I do it? Can we do it? So that's why it's kind of an important topic. Well, and in this university, which is called Escuela Agrícola Panamericana El Zamorano, this university has a different way of teaching and learning for the students. And this university is located in Honduras, Central America, like 30 minutes from Tegucigalpa, the capital city of Honduras. And here we are living here. So here you get a way of learning called learning by doing. It's what characterizes this university a lot among any other universities in the world. And learning by doing is like you have your theoretically explanation and teachings, but after that you go to work and to use and apply the knowledge that you've received before to do that work. That's why this university is very recognized, and that they say that we are really prepared for any situations. But a question is, do they really prepare you? And in my personal opinion is that we get prepared by our own. So what do I mean with this? That we prepare ourselves for any situation in the way that we want to. For example, if I want to do something and I want to learn to do something, I'm going to learn about how to do it. I'm not going to stay there and just looking at things. So that's part of the students, and also the teaching way, the methods that the university uses. But it's part of us also. It's not only the university. So, and in here you get a discipline by, you have to follow rules, things, and that's part of here that makes you think a different way, being in a different way. Well, and that's the way of teaching here and learning. So what skills do I develop here in this university, or being in a university like this? and I consider it's a good way to develop many skills, like as learning how to do the things by your own. So here you don't have your parents, you don't have anybody else to help you. It's you. And if you don't do your own things, no one else is going to do the things for you. So here you develop skills like of responsibility and doing your own things, and also being on time, because you have, if you are not on time, you get some demerits, and those demerits can cause you problems further. Well, and another question that most of us do when we are studying is, what do we expect when we graduate? When we go there and wear that suit, graduating from the university or your school, what do I expect when I graduate from here? Well, I expect to have enough knowledge and be in certain way prepared, because I know that many of the preparation or the experience I'll get it working, not studying here, because it's something that we learn out there. I expect to have another degree, like a master or anything that I can achieve, in order to prepare more myself for life. And here in Zamorano, do we have any opportunities, or does Zamorano open us a way to learn more? Well, and there's something called the internships, when the fourth grade students in their last year, they go into an internship. Of course, they have to win it. For example, here you get demerits for many things, so you have to be very careful for those demerits. And sometimes it's kind of stressful being in here, to being afraid of getting demerits, because if you get demerits, you go home. If you get demerits, you can, a certain amount of them, you go home, and you sometimes, if you get too much demerits, there's a limit, and you won't be able to get an internship outside, and that's kind of stressful. But well, when you go to an internship, you go to apply your experiences. Well, in your internship, you get to learn and apply many of your knowledge that you get here. So for me, that is a good way that Zamorano gives you the opportunity to prepare, to learn, and to do many things, and see and have an idea of how the outside life is, how the real life is. So, and that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you like this video and it helps you in some way to know about Zamorano. Thank you.